Welcome to this cooking video, and to start off you're going to want to grab a medium-sized pan and fill it about halfway with water and start to get that to heat. And you're going to want to grab your ingredients, and for the tomato soup you're going to want a spoon, small-sized pan, can opener, tomato soup can, water, milk, basil, pepper, garlic, salt, and chives if you would like. For noodles, you're gonna want some noodles of your choice, medium-sized pan, and water. And then for your grilled cheese, you're gonna want frying pan, a knife, something to cut the cheese on, cheese of choice, bread, butter, and a butter of your choice. It doesn't matter what you use as long as it's butter. So to start off, you're gonna want to heat up the water, get that started to heat, and then you're going to want to grab your small sized pan and just kind of set it on your burner, and then grab some tomato soup, your tomato soup can, and open it with your can opener, then dump that in. Next you want to grab some water, fill it up about the same height as the soup, and then dump that in the pan as well. And then you're also going to want some milk and fill that can about halfway with milk, and then you can dump that in, and then you can get rid of it. Then you're going to want to grab your basil, garlic, and chives if you decided to have chives, and put those in there, and then also put some salt in there as well, and then let those cook and start to warm up before we start our grilled cheese. But we can set that up as well. We can start getting that all set up, and you're gonna want to get the butter knife and the butter and then some bread. And what you're going to want to do is butter one side of each piece of bread, and then stick those two butter sides together, and then you're going to want to cut some cheese. I show an example of how I would like my cheese done, but you can do it however you would like, depending on how cheesy you want it. And you don't need a lot of butter on your bread, and you're going to want 2 pieces of bread for every person. And then you're just going to kind of set the cheese how you want on the bread. And then constantly stir your tomato soup to make sure the milk does not fry at the bottom of your pan. And then just let all that boil till you're ready. And then near the end, you're just going to have to wait a few minutes for everything to start to cook. But once your water's boiling, then you are going to want to start your grilled cheese. By that, you put it on your pan. The closer it is to the center, the faster it will cook. And then you want to, as your water's boiling, you want to put the noodles in and turn the temperature down. That way the water doesn't overboil and burn your noodles. So I'm going to put those in, and then if you need to, once your soup gets warm, try it. That way the flavor is good enough and it's not too strong, and you can see what you would like more of. If your soup is a little strong, it's okay. The noodles that you're going to put into it will calm down that effect, and it won't be so there. And you're just going to put the noodles in, let them cook, and then you're going to put your bread on with your grilled cheese. Make sure the butter sides are facing up. That way the butter sides will act as so the grilled cheese doesn't stick to the pan. And by doing so, you're just going to let it flip as needed depending on how brown you would like your bread to be. Constantly go back to your tomato soup to stir just to make sure. And if it is warm, you can just put it on a low temperature to stay warm until your noodles and grilled cheese are done. So we're gonna cook those, and once that's all finished, you can enjoy a meal. I would recommend keeping your noodles separate from your tomato soup until you're mixing it. So you can put your noodles in your bowl and then dish out some tomato soup as well, and have it that way, like what I do. I mean, you can put it together if you'd like to. That's just a suggestion. And then I also cut my grilled cheese in half. Thank you for watching. This is the end. See y'all later.